IndyCar Series champions, race winners, and Marlboro Challenge winners advanced automatically as all-stars. You guys are racing in this room. The 10 of you are racing for the top 4 spots. The top 4 spots will transfer. The remaining 6 will go into the consolation race. So the remaining 6 will go into the consolation race. All right, instructions for the race, guys. Make sure you're in your oval Speedway IndyCar. Renaissance is in. Yeah, you guys are sharing that car, right, Muttley?
Yeah.
Outcast and Aaron, 1441. Rob's in the 35. Hossack's in his car. Everybody looks like they're in their right rides. We're all good. Make sure you're on the Speedway setup, guys. The race is 19 laps on the board. That's 16 laps scheduled. Obviously, you will have a strategy stop at the beginning of the race. Before we head into the room, make sure you got your reset button, pit road speed limiter, all that kind of stuff sorted out. And you need your reset button in case you get on your roof. So what we're going to do, you are starting randomly. It's wherever the track spits you out. So when it spits you out, we want to get you a single file in your starting order. At the end of the first parade lap, you'll be heading into the pit lane for your strategy stop. So once you get to hit the pit lane, put on the tires and the fuel, whatever that you want for the 16-lap run, you come back out, you line up single file where you're supposed to be. When we get everybody back single file, we get about back to across the line, get the 1 to go signal. We'll double it up for the start. Odds to the inside, evens to the outside. Call the green next time by. We have a flag limit. We're setting at 4 for the race. A little high for this short number of laps, but we're going to give you all that break here in the open. So you got a 4 flag limit. The magic number, if we do not hit 4, is 15. Leader hits 15. It's green to the finish. Basically, rules on the start. Caution rules are the standard Speedway rules, guys. Must be contact between 2 cars. A little wall kiss or you spin on your own. It's not a caution. When the caution comes out, gradually back it down. Get single file. If applied, the pits will open and we'll move on from there. As I said, final 5 laps. Careful with these cars, guys. These are not stock cars, and even those you don't want to be touching too much. You cannot get too close with these things. Be careful with the 3 wide. You got plenty of marshals in the tower and at the track here today, so mind your P's and Q's. As I said, the top 4. Would you answer them, Rita, and tell them yes? Tell them yes, since it's 4 and 4. And we'll finish the instructions here for these guys. So basically, that's the gist of it. Thanks for coming to the Marlboro Open. We wish you guys the best of luck. Those of you that, as I said, don't transfer out of the top 4, will be going to the consolation race. And tomorrow night, of course, we have the Grand Am Touring Series opener and the Roar Before the Continental. So we'll hope to see you there. Go ahead and... Okay, so they lost an entry over there because it's 4 and 4. We're going to send 1 car over to Kip's room to even out the rooms. That is going to be our first entry off the top, flat out 54. You're going to be getting an invite from Kip's, and you're going to be running in Marlboro Open Race 2. So when you get that, you can go ahead and split. The rest of you, so you got 9 cars running for 4 spots in both rooms, and the remaining 10 will run the consolation race. I'll wait for them to get sorted out here when Flat Out gets his invite. All right, so he's done. You guys got your instructions. Wish you the best of luck. Rita, Warren, you got anything to add?
Just remember, gentlemen, it's no overtaking a car under the yellow, okay? It has to be overtaken on the racetrack. And be careful with these cars, because they do flip up in the air very quickly, okay?
Yeah, you just can't drive them like the stock car. Yeah, can't drive them like the stock car and be all over each other, really. It's all about momentum. Rita, I'm going to be at the back of the pack. Since we got you and Warren in here, why don't you take the front, Warren take the middle, and we'll keep our eyes on the action. All right, guys. Best of luck. Thanks for coming out here to tonight's All-Star Races. Speed Weeks goes on. Little man's up there running a marathon or something. Hell of a turnout so far at Speed Weeks. 23 entries for the Busch Clash last night, 27 tonight for the Marlboro Challenge. Anticipating something similar tomorrow when the sports cars get out there. And of course, if we're drawing this many for this one for the Daytona 500 entry on Sunday, Rita, I'm gonna call 30 as the over/under, at least. All right, guys, get your stuff ready up. Make sure you are on the Speedway tuning setup. Stable loose is fine. Speedway tuning setup. And I believe that is the starting order that it's going to put you out in, if I am correct. Yeah, I'll read it to you before we hit start here. Okay, starting on the pole from Apex Motorsport in the 98 Honda is Hossack, starting second. In the 35 car from newly formed Extreme Speed Motorsport is Rob Disco, the rookie driver. Starting third will be Muttley from Renaissance Racing. Starting fourth is Progar from AMG Motorsport. Fifth will be O'Brien in the 22 car from JME Motorsports. Starting sixth will be Aaron CW in the 14 car for AMG Motorsport. Starting seventh in the 41 for AMG Motorsport is CM Outcast. Starting eighth is Shane O'Kano for Renaissance Racing in the 61. Starting ninth is One Shoe for TOW Racing. All right, guys, set to go. Best of luck to you. Warren, hit the button. Ready up, Warren? I know, but it's probably... There we go. All right, I'm going to turn her around here. Get out of the damn way. All right, guys, single file in your starting order. All right, onto the monitor. Get onto the back of the field here. Single file this time by. You'll be making your strategy stop at the end of this lap. Top 4 are advancing to the Marlboro Challenge, bottom 5 to the consolation race. 70 miles an hour is fine. Pretty much the same as Cup, yeah. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, the big thing with these cars, like I said, guys, the insane speed of them. You get too close to other cars. It doesn't look like you're touching them, but with the frame rate stuff, you got to think of it like you're in real life with these things. It's a little wonky, like I said, on the graphics maybe, but it still is realistic. They do not get within 3-4 feet of each other in cars like this at that speed. You watch Indy 500, you got to build up to make a pass on somebody because the air is so bad. So just think of that. If you're running right next to somebody or right on their tail and they wiggle and hit you, don't get too mad when you get wrecked, because you know the risk involved with driving them too close. You know, you may not see it because of the way that the graphics are at frame rate and 238 miles, 240 miles an hour, but it is realistic. These cars have crazy dirty air. They really do not drive right on top of each other. So you got to, it's all about your momentum and how you handle your throttle management, and just be careful with them, and best of luck to you guys. Put on a good show. We're on the air. I don't recall last season's Open winner. I do know that once she won it in season 23. This is... Yep, single file, guys. Yeah, Rob's in second. Yeah, this is the first real good chance to get out on the track. I know the veterans, everybody wants to win the All-Star race, but it's really a good chance to get out on the track, because next we're 1 week away from, still at Speed Weeks at that point. 1 week from now will be the US 400, which is the opening race of the IndyCar Series. You know, we call the tagline for that one is the wildest ride in motorsports. These cars are pretty wild out here at Daytona, as you're about to see. Jano's got one on his tail. Got a cone sitting on his tail. But record entry for this race. Glad to have you guys out here. And this is our 14th Daytona Speed Weeks. It started up in season 12. You guys can double it up. Odds to the inside, evens to the outside. Leader has the option. And we're getting the 1 to go signal. I still remember the first Speed Weeks when I was a rookie, back in season 12, way back in the day, on Atari 2600. We were on pole position back then. No, it was GT6. Anybody wondering that stuff? League started in 2010. They were on GT5 from seasons 1 through 11. GT6 seasons 12 through 21, and we've been on Project Cars since season 22. We're kicking off season 25 now. All right, double it up, looking good. Now on the front row there at the start, just to remind you guys, the you know, when you're side by side like that, as long as you're right, as long as you're not clearly ahead of anybody, the outside car doesn't have to lag back. It's not a huge deal if actually when you hit the line, the outside pole sitter might be a note like up in one on the sheet, you know, on the pylon, just to make sure that we don't get a staggered start on the outside row. If it's egregious, yeah, we would call it. But anyway, Hossack, I'm gonna turn it over to you. Your call. Now you caught it. You're 3 wide up there. Be careful. Let you in. Clear, clear. Outside you, Rob. All right. Caution's out, caution's out, caution's out. Yeah, mute the mic, Muttley. Yeah, just mute it or make a pit stop, Muttley. We're gonna open the pits this time by, guys. They did clear a lap. Pits are open. That's caution 1 of 4. All right, pits are open, guys. Nobody's taken. All right, 1 to go, guys. Just to keep in mind the procedure here at Daytona when you're under yellow, guys. Coming out of turn 4, when it flattens out, you take it below the yellow line, and then that white line that turns in to the pit lane is your blend line. All right, you're gonna have 13 to go at the line, guys. Right now we've got Muttley, Aaron, Hossack, and Rob Disco in the transfer spots. Check that up front. Yes, Rita. Keeping his mic off. Let's call it for Muttley. Yeah. Rita will make the call. He's pretty steady up front, so you guys are doing get it lined up here about a car length. That looks like his handling, not lag. Get a hold of it, Muttley. Caution's out, caution's out, caution's out. It's the cars hitting the bumps, the latency of it hitting the bumps. But they're hitting those bumps, and these cars are sensitive to it. That's just part of racing here. All right, caution number 2 is out, guys. Where's the front of the field at? We can open the pits. Pits are open. Pits are open. Pits are open. Yeah, no takers. Okay, one more time by. It's caution 2 of 4, guys. Mind you guys too, with these particular cars on the ovals, traction control, stability control, all that is a very, very good idea. Doesn't cost you any speed. It keeps the car stable when you're riding over those bumps. If you don't have one of those on, you're almost asking for trouble in them when you're in traffic. Good start. That's showing up as the car jumping, but that's just the latency of the room. That's his handling is what's doing that. Eight to go at the line. No. No, I'm about to call it. Hang on. I thought caution's out, caution's out. That was a lag jump. Yep. Yeah. Not just yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Yeah. Got a little lag on it. A lot of it was handling, and the little bounces are from the track and from the car being loose. It's just the latency shows it up like that. But that last bit was a lag jump where he hopped up in the air, and so I was about to flag it anyway before that contact. I was just watching it close. But we'll have the pits open this time by Muttley make a mandatory pit stop. And that's flag 3 of 4, but we're going to be retaking it on 15, so it's going to be green to the finish. We've got to keep an eye on Muttley's car here through the yellow. Rita, if we see any jumping, we gotta after he pits, we're gonna have to flag him for the end, black flag him, because they're going green to the finish when we restart. Altogether, though, you guys are racing it pretty good. But yeah, pits are open, guys. All right, next time below that yellow line, guys, until we get to that blend line. All right, Muttley's the only taker. He's gonna pull into the box and see if it sorts. Yeah, it's an exhibition race, but it can still be reviewed and reported just like any other race. That being said, you guys are looking good. Alright guys, you got 5 to go at the line, and it is green to the finish. This is the final restart. Make sure you're in the right gears. Go down your checklist and be careful here at the end. Top 4 are advancing. The remaining 5 will go to the consolation race. Those of you that get in, going to the Marlboro Challenge IndyCar All-Star race. Once again, thanks for coming to Speed Weeks. Muttley's looking clean to me so far, Rita. But if I see a jump, Muttley's Marshall. He knows the drill. You know. Car inside, Rob. Car inside. Car inside. All right, reset it. All right, guys, race it out. Two to go. Outside, Aaron. White flag. Run it out, guys. Good job, One Shoe. Second time in 3 seasons you've won the Marlboro Open. Excellent work. Aaron, Hossack, and CM Outcast will also advance. Guys, on my feed, there's no need to comment on the end. My feed, you watch it. I saw every one of them. So no worries, it happens. Plus, it's a sprint race. Didn't get into rhythm. We've got Shano, Muttley, O'Brien, Rob, and Progar as our alternates. Progar's out. Okay, well. Okay. And good job, guys. Couple of silly moves towards the end, but I kind of expected that. All right, Muttley or Shano, do I have one of you marshals? You guys going to run the? And Shano's gone. Awesome. Thanks for taking it like professionals there, guys. Anyway, Muttley and O'Brien, are you guys gonna cool with running the consolation race? Yeah, you just need a 33 laps on the board with a strategy stop, set your own flag limit, and 2000 medium cloud. Okay. Let me not yet. Hang on. Let me double check that. What are our 4 names there? Rita was One Shoe, Aaron, Hossack, and CW. Or CM Outcast. Okay. All right. Just 1 second. Let me head into race control. I'll be right back with you. Actually, what I'll do here is while waiting for them to end their race over there.
It won't take long, Aaron, because they're the same distance as us, you know?
Would it be enough time for me to run to the bathroom?
Yeah, you got time.
To the bathroom.
You got time. We got a whole new room to set up and all that stuff. All right, they're done. All right, who you got?
All right. Can you hear me, Carl?
Yep.
Oh, okay. We had a green race. Yep. Here's my finish order. Cat 1, Evil 3D 2, Gordon 3, flat out 4. And Daz was 5, and his fastest lap was 37.998.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you did that because, you know,
No.
sometimes guys, listen, we'll do that to adjust the alternate.
Yeah. We'll put him and Shane are both alternates. What I want to do is O'Brien and Muttley are gonna host a consolation race.
Okay. Let me turn this. You're still broadcasting. Let me turn that shit off.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, and get if Daz wants to run it too, if you get him in here real quick.
Okay, we'll invite him over.
Those guys are marshals; they can run that race.
That's fine. Yeah, it's not a big deal. Guys, the other race is on the second feed. If you go to our YouTube webpage, you can find the feed real easy, and plus both feeds are linked to each other on YouTube if you smart enough to figure out how to go from one to the other.
Yeah, it's 2 channels. There's the main channel and then SCL2 for onboards.
You go to our website, click the YouTube tab. There's links to both of them right in that.
Daz, I wanted to ask you real quick, since you're in the alternate field, you cool with working with Muttley and O'Brien and hosting the consolation race?
Yeah, I'm on mute. Sorry, I'll run the consolation.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so Daz, O'Brien, Muttley, which I think Daz could be a good host.
Yeah.
What?
Give him the room setting.
Yeah, I'm going to give you the room settings, Daz, whenever you're ready.
And guys, I know you had a few bobbles in your race. Listen, it happens. Daz had a little bobble from flat out in the other race, and he didn't like it either, but it happens, guys. It's just
That's racing. That's why it's not called time trials.
Yeah, it was nothing done maliciously. I'll just tell you that. It was just...
It is what it is. You know how many damn championships I'd have won if that wasn't a part of racing? Okay, it's 2000 on the clock. 33 laps on the board. That includes the strategy stop at the beginning. Put you a flag limit of, I don't know, Rita, like 6?
Sounds good enough.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good.
And you can do a 5-minute qualifier at the beginning.
Yeah. Open quality, yeah.
And let's see, who did we have in this? Let me do my check-offs here out of this room.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to send my photo picture to the chat for you, Daz, so you can get all those.
Outcast. Cossack, One Shoe. Okay, I'm going to give you these names that you can try to invite, Daz.
Okay, cool.
At least I'll give you the names of the ones who didn't have a, a conniption fit when they didn't transfer.
Yeah, that's the right picture. I didn't check. There it is, Daz.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I've got it. Colin. I've got it. I think Kevin just sent it to me, I think.
Muttley, Rob.
Mine.
Okay. Right, got you. Okay, go on, Colin.
Muttley,
Yeah.
Rob. Rob Disco right there, yeah. O'Brien.
Got you, yeah. I'm not inviting him.
Okay, no problem. Screw him. Shane O'Kano.
Yep.
And Pogo Gun has been standing by for one.
Okay.
You know who that is?
Guys, listen.
It's all one word. Pogo gun. The P and the G are capitalized. You can find. You've probably seen his. You've seen his messages on the active feed, haven't you?
I think I do see it.
Yeah.
Possibly.
All right.
That's what I was going to tell you guys. Listen, real quick, while a bunch of you are in here, make sure you friend all the officials, and it doesn't hurt to friend every driver in here so that you guys see each other's messages in the active drivers chat.
And all right. You're all good, Daz. Have a good show.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
I was running out of time when I started my feed. I'm waiting for it to post, and when it posts on the second channel, I'll rename it. Right now, it just says SCL ICS Marlboro.
Yeah.
So I'll change
Yeah.
it
No
to
problem.
Race 2.
Yeah. No problem.
But I'm just telling, let guys know.
Yeah.
There.
All right, guys. Looks like we're set. I've got my 7 All-Stars. I got my 8 transfer cars. You guys know who you are. Rob and the crew that are in the consolation race. Kick some ass. Put on a show. We'll watch that one, too.
Go have fun.
Yeah, we're going to watch that one, too.
Once you, good to see you, buddy.
That's the second time in 3 seasons he's won the Marlboro Open.
Who won it the first season? Because I could have sworn he's gotten 3 in a row.
No, he did not. He did not. He won it 2 seasons ago, and then last season that was somebody else. I can't remember who, but I remember who won it. I remember when he won it. Because that season he won the Open in both the Busch Open and the Marlboro Open. He won it at All-Star Open and IndyCar and Winston Cup that season. He came out and kicked ass at Speed Weeks.
Man, it's just a shame we can't have 6 million replays like we used to have.
Yeah, no kidding.
I don't know. I just, it's just so many different seasons at this point that start mixed together.
They blurred. It's my 14th season. It blurs together. All right, I'm gonna get a set up for the race room. Rob, Muttley, all you guys, you know that you're getting an invite from Daz. He's setting up your room. I'm gonna set up a room for the main race and get this thing going. Good luck in the consolation race, guys, and we'll get our instructions and hit the All-Star here shortly. That's the funny thing about that is I try to tell the guys, I'm like, it's just Daytona. that's like this, trust me, next week we'll go right back to somewhere else where you're just screwing yourself. And not taking 2 or 3 guys with you. It's just the nature of the track. I was trying to tell them last night, this will be my 14th Daytona 500 this season. I'm still trying to win the damn thing.
We got anybody going to?
You're right, though.
To broadcast?
I don't think so. At least not with them in the running that race.
Daz and ask if one of those people want to.
No, you can. You can if you want. Why not?
I mean, hey, nothing else. I don't care if we even hear their voice just to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem. No, you're right, Warren. Guys are. Go ahead, Kip.
Rita, if I delete all my stuff real quick, will it be enough to hold this race?
The 30 minutes of it, yes.
Okay. Can I do that while I'm in the room?
No.
I ain't fucking with it then. Oh well.
All right, let me.
There's some dumb moves being made by some drivers that need to stay tonight.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now before they all get in here. Flat out is really a loose cannon. He's on his controller though, so you know what I mean. He just doesn't have the right settings. So he was doing pretty good. You can see him in there, but a lot of back and forth, and that's what ended up screwing Das in the end. Is he got up in there and he got in that air, and then he just couldn't hang on to it because he was almost lost it a couple times by himself just coming up to the pack. So just watch Flat Out if you're next to him because he is going to be all over the place.
It's PT with Drew, right? Yeah.
And Aaron's making it 3 wide when he shouldn't be. That's like 3 times he did it. These cars, he's gonna learn real quick. You don't need to do that.
Yeah, hey, listen. This car's you breathe wrong next to this car or too close to another one, it's flipping, dude. We're coming off the wall.
I'm gonna do like I did in the preseason race and try to get up front as quick as I can and just hold my ass up there.
Listen, I don't mind being in the second spot. It's the worst for the dirty air, but I don't mind being in the second spot either. The third spot's actually the best, I think, but that's just me.
You have more options when you're in the third spot.
Yeah. Listen, I like the outside, but I don't like the outside when you don't know who's under you. It's a gamble. This is a game, man. That's how it works. Everybody here knows it.
Yep.
And here they come, walking down the street.
I'll make sure I'm going through the last on my list here. I need to hit the loo real quick. If you take a head count, we'll give guys about 3 to 4 minutes to.
How about 5 minutes?
Yeah, 5 minute clock on, guys. Yeah, 5 minutes. We'll take the roll and get you all set to start.
All
right.
In charge of the 5 minute clock.
No.
Okay. I looked at my phone. I can tell. Be close enough.
I got a quick question for the officials, real quick.
Yes.
So I looked on the website for the car number allocations, and I saw under for the IndyCar series that my name didn't have a number next to it. So I want to make sure that.
Okay. Here's how we're gonna do that. I'm gonna go right to it right now, and we're gonna fix that problem. Okay. You are sharing a car. So you can have either the 26, the 28, or the 77. Which one do you want?
Give me the 26, please.
Okay.
All right, just making sure. Thank you.
Yep. And that's what you'll run, all season if it has an oval with it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I think it does.
It does. It's got 2 separate liveries.
There you go. Anybody else with that problem? Let me run down the list while I'm at it just to make sure I got guys in the right cars. I know Twindies is right. I already did Aaron's and Progars. I did Shano's and Flat Outs, I think. Flat Out, what car number are you in? 83? Flat Out? I'm positive I'm right. Muttley told me those, so I'm pretty sure. And I know Barron and M's is right. Rob Disco. Rob, you in the room? Oh, he didn't make it, did he? Okay. HCC, PT, none of them's here. All right, good enough. Thanks, guys, for putting up with me. And it'll update in about within 5 minutes. Zebra, yours will be on there. When we use the Google Docs, it takes it like 5 minutes, and or you may have to refresh the web page also.
Okay.
Freak, do you have a mute for someone?
Okie dokie.
Okay, I just making sure. Does anybody have a mute for someone by chance? We always usually check for that, just because I don't see any.
All good.
Okay. I mean, if you do, guys, listen, don't freak out. Just when you first come in the room, check that. And if you got one for someone, just tell us. And what we do is we just have you both back out, close your application, and restart and come back in, and it usually fixes the problem. It's not a big deal. It just, if we wait, it kicks both of you is what happens. And sometimes you're muted with the host, and that's a bad thing. So that's why we ask right up front. And I believe Rita would be giving you guys a bunch of orders tonight, but she's got light voice problems. So don't think she ain't listening to you. And you see those cat eyes up there on her little avatar? They're watching every damn one of you. She must not be on, or she'd be laughing. She must be off to getting a tea.
I'm back.
Got about 2 minutes left, a minute and a half. Or until Carlin gets back. Well, guys, hopefully we have a good, fun, nice, clean race. Oh, shit. I got to get the randomizer up with our names in it. So.
All right, let's take our roll. Who we missing?
Carlin, I forgot. I'm going to type names. You just talk and do what you got to do. I forgot to do that.
Okay, hang on. I need to take the roll. Oh, Jesus Christ. Are you fucking... Well, list yourselves as online. That's the first one.
Yeah, exactly.
If I can't find you, I can't invite... Yeah, they're not listed as online.
Who is it?
The OGR guys.
Yeah, I was just wondering where the hell they're at.
Oh, okay, good. No, one of them's here.
Here, yeah, I was going to say, I think they're on my friends list too, real quick. Hold on, let me see. Oh, damn it, I hit the wrong button.
No, they're on my... They're on...
Okay, 3D's on. I just sent him one.
He's not showing up. Yeah, they're not showing up on SCL for some reason.
Okay, hold on a minute here. Let me find Gordon.
Yeah, to tell Gordon I'm not digging through my offline friends to go grab him this time.
I got him and Gordon. Is that all you're missing?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me keep typing here.
I'll try this stuff again here.
I didn't realize that.
Oh, there he is.
No.
That's fine.
I was just sending you a message.
I was wondering why I didn't get one yet. And I was like, what the fuck?
Fucking lobby, and I'm like, where's everybody at?
Damn it, didn't mean to do that. Okay.
Who was your top four, Carlin? Hoss was 2.
One shoe, Aaron, Hossack, CM Outcast.
Gotcha, Outcast. All right, got them all.
Okay, so the...
Count names and make sure I got it right here. You go ahead, keep going. I'm just talking to myself.
All right, guys, you're the I'll tell you, Kip. The All-Star starters. That'll be the front 7. This is obviously to be randomized. Carlin, Rita, Twindy, WKK, DW McFreak, Kips, and the Zebra.
Carlin, what we'll do is we'll do just like last night, because I got everybody's name in here. You just make 2 rows, and as I call them out, put them in the right place. Okay?
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no problem. Hang on. All-Star and Open. It's 1 through 7. And then that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, fire away, Kip.
Somebody's got to say the magic word.
Stop.
First. All right, then. Wow. Imagine that. You lucky son of a bitch. One shoe, number 1.
All right, that's going to... Yeah, it's not... That doesn't mean he's the pole sitter. I'll tell him.
That doesn't mean he's the pole, but that puts him in the front of all the...
Front of the open drivers, yeah.
Yes. 2 freak.
Gotcha.
3 flat out.
Got it.
4 zebra.
Got it.
5 cat.
Got it.
6 3D.
Got it.
7 Twenty.
Got it.
8 Gordon.
Got it.
9 WKK.
Got it.
10 Aaron.
Got it.
11 Outcast.
Got it.
12 Carlin.
Got it.
13 Hoss.
Got it.
14 myself.
Got it.
And 15 Rita. Aren't you glad we got in the back there, Rita?
All right, guys. Let me go ahead and get our.
Now he'll read the